Hey, so I wanted today to talk about something which is the idea of attachment and how attachment to people is bad, and this is what causes a lot of our problems in relationships. And I think that there is, I was talking to my friend about this. There's healthy attachment and there's non-healthy attachment. I mean, I even have friends, I don't need to be around them all the time. I don't need their constant validation. I don't take my sense of self necessarily from them, but I'm attached to them in the sense that, like, if I don't see them for 6 months, I want to see them. I crave the type of connection that they only can bring because everyone is so unique and individual, and I want my friends and I'm attached to the connection with them, but it's not in a way that, like, I have to take my sense of self and I can't function without them. I think when it becomes a problem is when you're in a relationship and you don't want them to have connections with other people and you want yourself to be the source of their happiness and their joy, and or you want them to be the source of that for you, and that's not okay. But I think this conversation makes people feel a lot of guilt and shame about how, oh, maybe I don't love this person, maybe I'm not loving properly. A lot of us have deep-rooted trauma. A lot of us have experienced things in our life that are shitty and that suck. And obviously that makes it hard for us to love healthily with other people, but I think a lot of us try and I think a lot of us do our best. So to say, like, if you are having trouble learning how to love in a way that's healthy, that you should feel ashamed or you should feel guilty or you're not doing it properly, I don't think that's a fair assessment. I think that there are people who really do want to love properly and they're working through a lot of their own issues and, feelings of maybe not loving themselves, and they're trying. We're all trying our best. And I think just to, like, have the conversation at that where it's a black and white issue, it isn't. I think healthy attachments are some of the most beautiful parts of the human experience. I know, some of my friendships that I have had in my life, I have grown very fond of them and I don't want them to be severed, and I do what I can to keep that line of communication open. Um, Clinginess, neediness, feelings of insecurity that you're trying to have your partner meet, all of these are understandable. We come in not really being taught how to love. We're taught a lot of different things, but we're not necessarily taught how to love properly. And if you're feeling those emotions, if you're feeling jealous, if you're feeling clingy or needy or angry about someone with a guy that you like, that's okay. I see a lot of, like, shitty reality TV. I like a lot of, like, British shitty reality TV shows, and the girls are fucking nuts. And I'm like, yeah, that's a part of being human too. I understand why you would feel that way. I understand why you would feel territorial over a dude. I understand that that's a part of where we're at as humans, and there should be no shame. Obviously, we can learn how to, care for each other without the drama and without the insecurity. But I don't think that it is something, unless you're being, like, emotionally abusive, or unless you don't want them to have friends that are women, which I think is ridiculous. If I'm dating someone, I want them to have close friends with women. I want them to feel like they have, like, a fucking bustling social life where they have a cornucopia of fucking people that they can connect with. And then to know that at the end of the day, they're obviously coming back with me. That's a really nice feeling. But I think we can walk beside each other as we figure out these kinds of things, and it's not like, oh, you don't know how to love. You're like, you don't really love that person. It's just a projection of your own ego, but you're still trying to work through how to actually love properly, and there is an aspect of you that deeply does, that deeply cares. I'm someone that, like, totally fucking loves people. Sorry, my hair, I feel like it's just, like, popping out. It's why, my brother, Isaac, recently, I got this tattoo for him, and he's always going to be a part of my life. That's my fucking brother. Of course he's always going to be a part of my life. Is it wrong to feel, like, semi-attached to, like, maintaining that relationship or that bond? Fuck no. Fuck no. And, of course, with the people that I love, if they don't want to be in my life, then leave. But I care about having them there. Obviously, if it makes someone happier to not be with me or to not be my friend or to not be in my life, then that is totally fine. But I mean, I think that we are all, you know, on this journey together, and we need to be making, each other feel safe about the stuff, the darker parts of our personality that are maybe a little bit clingy, or maybe a little bit like, yeah, don't know how to completely love in the healthiest ways, because we're all trying, we're all doing our best. And I felt a lot of shame around this particular issue with someone in my life, and I don't want to feel that. And yeah, so I mean, it's okay when a dude gets jealous over another guy. I don't care. I kind of even like it sometimes. It's like, oh, kind of sexy. Like, people are on different levels. And you don't have to be a monk. You don't have to be like a guru. You don't have to be celibate. You don't have to do these things in order to like understand love. It's the messy, contradictory human, aspects of love that we're here to learn. Not just divine love. It's just the messy parts of human relationships that I think we're in the human body to learn. So I just wanted to put that out there. If anyone has been seeing these kinds of things circulating, and I know I shared it and feeling like a little bit like attacked or shitty, don't feel that way. We all have our shit, and I know that deep down we all do really know how to love. We just have to access it.